and Harold, and they're going to be the hosts for today. Good morning to everyone. My name is Harold Blanco. Paula Echeverri estás, and we are owners of Paula Smart Inc. Childcare in Springfield, Massachusetts. We are also founders of ECCHO-Latino, which is a community of WhatsApp where we promote the information of early education in Spanish for all the providers that speak Spanish here in Massachusetts. And we are also the cohort number 3 of Advocacy Network Strategies Children. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. And we also give welcome to Paula, who's a specialty in projects in college in Boston. Paula is here to tell us more about the offers academic that we have and the support and the services and support that Urban College offers. Welcome, Paula. Thank you. Like they said, my name is Paula, representing Urban College. We are focusing a lot in contract classes that were given grants by EC. The funds of EC have dried up a little bit, so we have a little fewer classes available to now start in September. We still have 6 spots in the preschool curriculum, which is EC 107. We have 6 spots of discipline in Mandarin and 6 spots also in Mandarin, the preschool of development, and that's EC 104. It's not necessary that they have taken those classes in Urban College. It can be that you've taken it at another place, but we want to be able to show the transcription, and to be able to register, you do need all of your documents for Friday or the latest Monday to be able to complete the process of registration on time so that we can start the 3rd of September when the semester begins. I also wanted to share a little bit of the page of Urban College that is also translated. And you can see the academic programs that Urban College offers. Even though early childhood education is our main and focus, we have other human resources, administration, other programs, and through the programs TFCC of Boston that they just started, that community colleges are free for people that qualify for these programs. They can obtain financial assistance. For that, the students definitely need to have documentation, a social security number to be able to register for those courses. So those contract classes, I always recommend them for people that don't have documentation, but they are working in family childcare. They're already working with children and they want to begin something and later be able to apply directly through the University of Urban College. And they can also to be able to also apply for financial aid that we do have. Great, Paula. And could you please talk a little bit about the process? What are the basic requirements to begin that? And how many people are registering annually? And also, before beginning, Paula, we understand that that's only certification. Do they have to have Social Security for that as well? No, I'm going to start from the beginning. For us, we all have 1,000 students that have completed this program with us. From the first class, that is the development, up until they take the exams and do their visits. EC has reduced significantly the funds that they have for this program. So for that reason, this semester that's coming up, we just have 20 to 25 spaces for students, and that is through the grant of the city of Boston. So the students have to live or work in the city of Boston to be able to take that this year. This year, there are not CDA classes, not through contract or through the university, for the people that don't work or live in the city of Boston. But the program, CDA, in reality, it's a program that has helped a lot of students how to continue forward in their studies. And if they haven't been able to get to the certificate level, it's a program that has grants for everybody. The first of development and the second in
que era a desarrollo del portafolio y preparación para la visita de observación. Luego de
and the
ahí
observation
iba
visit.
a
From
poder
there, I helped
a
them to be able
tener
to
su visita de
obtain
verificación, que
their
encontramos que
verification
es
visit
bastante complicado.
with
Luego de
PDS,
pasar
which
por ese
is a little bit
proceso,
complicated, but I
luego
helped them with that process.
hacer el examen, el
And
proceso
after, to be able to take the exam and everything.
Paola, tenemos una pregunta.
Paola, we have a
Cuando las
question.
personas terminan el CDA
When
y
people
quieren
finish their
seguir en esos
CDA
estudios
and they
universitarios,
want to continue their
¿Urban College
university
ofrece algún
studies,
asociado
Urban
completo en
College,
español?
do they offer an associate's
Los
completely
estudiantes
in
pueden
Spanish?
empezar tomando clases en
Students
español.
can
Tienen
start to
que
take classes in
tomar
Spanish. They need
el
to
examen de
take
inglés.
the
Luego de que
exam
tomen el
for
examen de inglés
English,
y se
and then
certifiquen
after
en
they
inglés a
take
los
the English
estudiantes,
exam,
empiezan con una en inglés y
they
pueden tomar hasta
start
dos
with
clases en
one with
español,
English
que
and
es
they
un
can
gran
take up to two
beneficio. No hay
classes in
demás
Spanish. It's
universidades
a
que
great
permiten
benefit. There are no
que
other
los estudiantes
universities
tengan un
that permit
credencial
that somebody
tomando
can
clases en su
obtain
idioma nativo,
a
ya sea
certification taking
español como
classes in their
lengua
native
secundaria
language,
y una en
Portuguese,
inglés,
Mandarin, or Spanish,
ofreciendo
and
la
one in English
proficiencia
to
en inglés
continue
también.
improving their
Entonces ya,
proficiency in English.
Estamos hablando de ese asociado que son 4
We're
años.
talking about that associates,
el
which is
asociado lo
4 years,
pueden completar
correct?
en 2 años.
No, the associates, you can complete it in
Todo
2 years.
depende de qué nivel de inglés
Everything depends on what
empiecen a
level
tener.
of
Si
English you're
estamos en el
entering.
primer nivel de
If
inglés,
you start in the
quizás
first
este
level of
se demora
English
un
and
poco más,
ESL,
porque hay
it's
3
going to take a
clases
little bit
que deben
longer
tomar
time
los
because there are
requisitos
3 classes
necesitan
before
para el
taking
asociado.
the English that you
Si
need to be able
estamos
to
a nivel
complete your
2, entonces ya
associates.
serían 2 clases. Nivel 3 ya serían una sola clase y ya entran directamente a composición, que es el inglés universitario. So, todo va
Yeah,
a
and
depender,
everything
del
depends
nivel de inglés
in
del
the
estudiante
level
que
of
entre.
English that the
También tenemos el
student starts
pregrado,
at. We
que
also
son
have a
semestres
semester
rápidos,
in
que
the
pueden tomar
summer.
una clase
We
en
have
8 semanas, en
rapid
6 semanas.
courses that you can take for
Todas las
8
clases
weeks,
son
10
completamente
weeks.
online.
All of the
Las
classes are
asignaturas
completely
tienen
online.
reuniones por Zoom una
Some of
vez a
them
la
have
semana y
meetings
otras
by
son
Zoom once a week,
completamente
and
dentro
others
del
are
Brightspace, donde
completely in the
son
space of
en español
Brightspace
o en
with
inglés,
modules
portugués
in
o
Spanish
inglés,
or in
y
English,
son los
Portuguese, or
profesores una vez a
Mandarin.
la semana.
Or also there are visit hours once a week with professors. We asked the question to the community and the Latin community that we're working with and managing about Urban College, and a lot of people told us that they've tried to communicate with you guys. They did the applications. Some people have tried to communicate, and it's been a little
Y
difficult,
ahí vi el
the
mensaje sobre
communication.
uno de
Yeah, I also saw a
yo
message
sé
about
que
that.
mi trabajo
One of the things that
es una transición
my job has
trabajar
been a bit of a
en un
transition,
horario completo,
working
trabajar
part time,
otra
full
vez para el
time.
uno del estado y de la ciudad,
Because of the
pero
funds of the state, I've
entonces
had to
ahora hay
work a
menos
little bit
personal
less. So now there's less
para trabajar
staff
con la clase
to
por
be able
Zoom.
to work
Pero lo más
with the
importante
contract
es que
classes.
la
But
lista de
the
espera ahora
most
mismo
important thing
tiene
is
400
that
estudiantes
now we have 400
inscritos.
students in this
Entonces,
time.
antes de
So
poder registrar
before
personas de la
being
lista de
able to
espera, tenemos
register
que
people
registrar
from the waiting
a las
list, we have
personas que
to
empezaron el
register
grupo
the
el
people
semestre
that
previo.
began the group the last
Entonces,
semester.
muchos de los cupos para el
So
Urban
there's a
College
lot
se
of
fueron a
the
las
coupons
personas
that
que
we
tomaron
have
clase en la
went
primavera y
to the
necesitan
people that
terminar su
went to
curso.
classes in the
Esa
spring
clase
and
que
need to
subíamos
finish their
fue
classes.
porque 6 personas que tomaron
Let's
el
say
principio
6
106
people
en la
that
primavera
took the
decidieron no
classes in
seguir.
the spring,
Entonces
they
se abrió
decided
esos 6
not to
grupos
continue.
a la lista de
So
espera
they're
y luego
opening those
empezamos
6
desde
groups up
arriba.
to the waiting list,
Eso me
and
puso
then we'll
siempre en la
talk
lista de espera
to the
primero.
first people
Pero eso
that
es para la gente que
registered to the
entra.
list, and we'll
Si
go from
aplican
there.
directamente a la
If they
universidad y
applied
nadie les contesta,
directly through the
ustedes pueden
university and
empezar
no
el
one
curso con
answers,
menos
you can
costo de administración.
give me a call and I will see how to talk to, because that's a completely different process. A lot of students don't understand that the waiting list is very, very big. Yep, the demand that Urban College has, especially for those courses that are offered in Spanish, also in Mandarin and Portuguese. There are some people in Cape Cod Community Colleges also reduced their program because they also lost funds. So a lot of that community and the Portuguese community is coming to Urban College to take their classes in Urban College. And where do you guys receive your funds from? From the state? We have, there are two funds. One comes directly from EEC, the state, for students that live in, let's say, in Boston or outside, and another is from the city of Boston, another of the funds. So the funds from the city of Boston already finished. We're in the third year, that's this year. So this is our last fiscal year with those funds. Perfect. I just want to see if there's any other questions. Thank you so much for sharing. The people that have questions, that have sent information, Paula has shared her email. You can send whatever communication to her. Like she said, there are coupons available and whatever information that she can send you so that you can start. And please put your questions in the chat if you have any questions or whatever comments so that we can read them. Does anyone, someone asked why are they reducing the funds of the program? And in reality, those are decisions of the state and the city. They're not decisions that we have so much control over. I've provided the information, the numbers that show, and especially with the high care, the high cost of childcare right now. I'm looking for childcare for my own child right now, and it's talking about 2,800 per month, not including. So my only option right now is family childcare. So there's a lot of people that are in a similar situation of mine, and we really need to be able to advocate for so that these programs continue, because there's a whole population that's deciding not to work, because if I work, my entire salary is going to go towards caring for my children. Yep. So we are asking so much to everyone to be able to talk with the leaders in their communities to let them know, to their licensors, to the people from EEC, the importance that this is, that they can give these funds to Urban College or colleges like you guys, community colleges and other places, so that they can have access to these programs. There's a great number. I know you said you have about 400 people in the waiting list. Those are 400 people that want to work in early education and here in Massachusetts. And there's a lot of those people, sorry, there's a lot of those people that are working. And if they don't take this development growth classes, they're going to lose their jobs. Yes, so we're looking for more funds. There's a lot of families that are looking for family childcare, a lot of family childcare that are looking for assistance and they don't have them. So we need to really look to the state and the state of the economy of the state. How many people are registered in the program of Urban College? More than 60% of Urban College is part of the child program, and more than 60% is enrolled in that program. Let's say 100 to 200 students per class. This semester, there are 6 groups, 25 students per group. So that's about 200 students that are enrolled in this program. And that's not including the if I want to study English in Urban College, do I have to go to Boston, or do I have to live in Boston or any areas of Boston? No, it's not necessary to live in Boston to be able to take the English classes. Urban College, everyone, now that the classes are all online, we have people in Springfield and they're taking their associates in Urban, Worcester, Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, a lot of small communities that don't have those resources, they're coming to urban college because they can do it online and they can also continue progressing in their English and also progressing in their associates for their own career. Let's say for Bunker Hill, you have to wait to be able to have your proficiency in English to be able to take the classes. You have to wait 1 year, a year and a half just to be able to get into your career. Let's say Urban College said, no, we're going to be able to let you work on your English and you can also take the classes that for your required career in your own language. Perfect. Perfect. So speak to me a little bit about the online part, the classes that are going to be on internet. Do you guys offer all of the classes via internet, or there are some classes that maybe you have to be present to? No, all of the classes are online. The class that has the component, like let's say English, those are through Zoom, and that is a presence through Zoom. You have to attend through Zoom. The classes are at night as well. Let's say between 6 and 8:30, 7 to 8:45, that kind of thing. Okay, perfect. I'm just asking everyone here to be able to stay uh, listening and actively know in the future if we have more funds to be able to have more spaces, more coupons to accept more people. So please don't despair. We keep into this work, and the people that are interested also try to send a message to Paola. Let's see if there's anything else here. We're reading the chat.
Puse las clases que todavía tenemos disponible otra vez.
Look for the classes that we also have available. Paola Davida from the city of Boston says the city of Boston has ARPA funds that they're going to have available for 2025. So that's also when we're talking about all the funds that they give to the city of Boston, they're in their last year. Perfect. Paula was just confirming that information. Anyone else has any questions? If they want to take off their microphone, they're mute. If they want to, that we don't have to be reading. If someone wants to be brave and wants to talk. I'm also going to put directly the application for the wait list so that it's still active. If anyone wants to be added to the wait list, they can do that as well. Michelle, you have a question?
Sí, buenas. Me gustaría,
Yes.
la lista
Good day. I would like
me gustaría saber si
to know if you could send me the information for the classes of English because that really interests me a lot. And I love that it's not that you just have to live in Boston because let's say I live outside Leominster near Worcester. The first thing would be to enter the page of Urban College and apply there. There you can apply, and an agent from admissions is going to program an exam of English to see what level you're at. If you don't qualify for FAFSA, the class is around receive grants or receive financial assistance. Let's say for 3 credits, they would have to pay 70. It's very important for the people that if you can't get it 100% free and they need to pay something from pocket, they do offer discounts. Perfect. That's awesome. I don't know if you wanted to say anything else, Paola, about any other service. Oh, talk a little bit about the support services that Urban College offers for those people. Let's say they gave them the coupon, they finally entered the program, and they're in the college with this. With the funds that we had before, that we provided to all the students computer if they didn't have it to be able to take the classes. We also have technical support, an assistance with support that is technical that dedicates themselves only to talk to students that speak other languages if they need any help understanding the system, the portals, the classes. There's also someone there dedicated in that. We are in training of classes, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, that we saw that it was something that was a little bit hard for people that were taking the classes. Let's say, hey, Times New Roman 12, what does that mean? Um, yeah, basic concepts of computer that is very important, and we offer our support. There is something that for one to be able to progress. Yep. There was about 2 years ago that EC let us use funds to be able to start the first and second level of English, and we had the students still are writing me and saying, when do I have to take the next level? And you're saying you have to go through the university to do that. The same thing happened with children with special needs, the class of special needs. There was a point where we could offer that class, but the funds then disappeared and we haven't been able to offer them. But we have seen that there's been an increase in kids with special needs, and we need also an increase in educators that can deal with that. And we've also been able to give classes of administration. And there was one point where we were giving administration one, administration two, and a lot of providers from family child care that benefited a lot from those classes of administration. But those three classes and the one from English, we can't offer them anymore because of the reduced funds. We see all the assistants in today's call, a lot of people that are advocating for family child care in Massachusetts. We hope that all of you guys will be voices in representing all of the people in this call today. And we know the impact in the society will be greater with your guys' voices. If there's any questions, Lucas, I know that you had your hand raised to ask a question.
Hola, Paula and Harold.
Hi, Paola, Harold. Daniela is here.
Con el Zoom de la agencia. Yo trabajo para Acre Family Childcare. Soy la
I work for
coordinadora
Family
de
Child
training
Care. I'm a
y
coordinator of
efectivamente,
training.
como
And
Paola
definitely, like
dijo,
Paula
los
said,
recursos están
with
limitados,
the resources,
pero
they are
tenemos
limited.
una comunidad que
And
necesita
we have a great
recuperarse.
community that
Entonces,
we need to be
queríamos
helping
saber
here.
si se podría coordinar,
So we needed to see
como
if
un
I don't
plan
know if we can
en
coordinate a
donde de pronto
plan
nuestra agencia reciba
and maybe
entrenamiento
our
para nuestras
agency can
proveedoras
receive training for our
y después
providers
tener los profesionales de Urban College
and also the
concentrarse
professionals
para
in
no
Urban
esperar,
College
porque siento
to not have to wait. I feel
mira,
that
yo personalmente sigo muy de cerca el
me
tema de los
personally,
recursos y la
I'm
gestión de las
very
pues de las
closely
becas porque estamos
involved in
en
these
este tema.
classes and these
Entonces,
courses, and we're
somos pocos,
involved in this
muchos,
topic. We
mucha
don't
gente
have very many
espera
coupons.
y
We
con
don't
el
have, there's
poco
a lot of people
presupuesto
waiting. And
hay
when
un
we're
montón de
talking about this,
gente.
there's always a
Yo
wait
en mi
list.
trabajo lo que quiero es
So
incentivar a
from
las
my
educadoras
my job, I
que
want to encourage
esperemos
you
que
guys
estemos
to
listos
educators, don't wait.
y se
Let's
pueda
not
dar
wait
el
until we don't
tiempo
have the
Urban
option
College
and EEC
y
doesn't give the
en este
funds.
caso Acre
And
Family
in this
Childcare
case,
para
in family
tener
child
nuestro
care,
CDA.
to be
Me
able to get
gustaría
our
saber si eso es
CDA,
posible,
I
me
would like to
gustaría
know if that's
trabajar en
possible,
equipo
that we could
y
talk,
que
I
las
don't know, about
proveedoras
costs, and that maybe
estemos de
you could
acuerdo
educate
por
us
fin
a
tener
little
un
bit,
CDA sin esperar
that
cupos,
people
porque
can start
estamos
registering
en mucha
for
búsqueda
CDA
con el
because there's
proceso
a
de
lot of
para
providers that are
poder
waiting
avanzar
for a
en
coupon.
La
And
persona que
yes, the
podría contestar esa
person that
pregunta es el
could
doctor Rivas.
answer that question
Le
is
puse
the
su correo electrónico en el chat. Le puede enviar un
in the
correo a él
chat. You
y
could send
hacerme
him
llegar
an
el
email to
CC
him
también para yo
and
explicarle el
also
contexto del
put me in the
proceso.
CC so that I
Si
could
puede
also be
preguntar.
included in the context
Hemos
of the
hecho algo
conversation.
que abrimos una sección de una clase, por
We're
ejemplo, a la
opening, let's say, a
comunidad
section in the
brasileña
classes,
de Cape
the
Cod,
Brazil
que
community
de
in Cape
repente se
Cod,
quedó sin clases
that
cuando
they
creo que
all of a
closed Cape Cod
sudden they
College,
stayed without classes. I
el
think
programa,
Cape
por
Cod
ejemplo,
Community College
y nosotros pudimos
closed or
abrirle
closed
una
their
sección
program, and we were able to open
solamente
a
para ese
section
grupo.
for people
No
just in
sé
that
si
group. I
necesariamente
don't
se podría
know
hacer
if
con el CDA.
necessarily you could
No
do with
sabe
a
más,
CDA,
enviarle un
but
correo al
it would be great to send an email to Dr. Rivas. Yep, we've already passed a little bit of the time, but I thank you so much for your participation and Paola to be able to give us this explanation in detail of everything that Urban College offers, and especially in Spanish and all of the languages like Mandarin and Creole, I think Portuguese, you said, yes. So I thank you so much also again to the people Burn Strategies for Children to be able to have this meeting in Spanish and be able to reach more our community. And please send us whatever comments that you have from this experience. Anyone that speaks English, how did you guys experience this call? How was it? Anyone in Spanish, the translation, thank you so much to Excel Linguistics for your perfect service in this call. So thank you so much. We want to hear all your guys' opinion of this experience in Spanish and in English with the translation. So thank you so much. And Eris, I don't know if you have anything else. Thank you so much. And we'll see you guys tomorrow in the other call. Nope, thank you so much for everybody to come and participate in this special meeting that we had today. And the call, the 9:30 call tonight is going to talk about the 18th of September, 10:30. We will also see you guys there. Thank you guys so much.